The Quran refutes the idea of secularism centuries before the Western world even coined its term. At the time of Prophet Shu'aib alayhi salam, the people asked him, "O Shu'aib, does your prayer command you that we should leave what our fathers worship, or not to do with our wealth what we please? Does your prayer command you?" Meaning, what's your prayer, what's your salah got to do with what we worship and what we do with our wealth? They could not understand the link between the prayer and the wealth. Keep your prayer separate and allow us to conduct our way of life in whatever way we want. This is textbook secularism. To keep separate the deen, to keep separate Islam, to keep separate religion from politics, from the way that society functions every day, from the way that human beings live their day-to-day lives. This is what secularism is. The separation of Allah, the separation of God and what He tells us to do from how we live our everyday lives. Sure, if you want to be religious in your mosques, in your churches, in your synagogues, in your temples. But do not allow that religion to interfere outside of your places of worship. We hear it so many times, unfortunately, in our own communities, that when we see issues like Palestine, for example, straight away we turn to lobbying our MPs, straight away we turn to petitions and the councillors, straight away we look towards what the UN is going to do, what the US is going to do, what the ICJ is going to do, what the ICC is going to do, what the OIC is going to do, what all these different acronyms are going to do. Why do we need to go to the UN for some kind of quote-unquote resolution when it comes to the Palestine issue, when our Islam has made it abundantly clear what the solution is? Think about it, every issue that we find in the Muslim world today, we look towards secular institutions to solve it for us. Poverty, go to the IMF. War crimes, go to the ICJ. Need a ceasefire, go to the US. Whereas we know from the Islamic political system, if we have poverty, Islam has certain economic rulings that end up eradicating poverty. The distribution of wealth, the public ownership of large resources, the bimetallic currency standard. Your problems with war crimes, Islam has a very harsh judicial system. You need a ceasefire, Islam has rulings on treaties and alliances and the breaking of treaties. The Islamic political system has many ways in which it can expand its influence, its territory, its alliances, its footprint. This is what Islam has come to do. Islam by its nature is political. Islam by its nature is against secularism. But we need to understand that. We need to own that. What is our Islam worth if it hasn't come to fix all the problems of humanity?